Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Bloomsburg University football. Joe Parsnik joining us right now. Well, Joe, it's your senior year. Here you are, and it's been a fast career, I'm sure, in some ways, and in other ways, you're trying to wait for the right opportunities to get into the workforce, and that'll be coming up before you know it. But let's first talk about what it's been like to be a Husky.
It's great. I knew coming here that, it means a lot to be a Bloomsburg University football player, especially at the running back position. There's a lot of good guys, especially when I first got here, like Franklin Cleete. I knew I had a lot of shoes to fill, and I had to work hard in order to pretty much just play my role on the team and be able to contribute any way I can.
Well, Coach has nothing but great things to say about you, your work ethic, and seeing you during the off season. You're always in the weight room hitting it. So talk a little bit about where that came from.
That honestly came from all the way back in high school. Our high school coaches, Coach Darragh, always preached hard work and that it always pays off. And we always had a good lifting program there at Coughlin. So, coming here, I just kind of try to continue that and just wanted to try to outwork anyone else in the weight room, being that I'm a little undersized, being only 5'9", so I knew I had to put on some weight, and that always comes in the weight room.
Talk about what you think Joe Parsnik offers out there on the field, whether it's first down or third down. What do you try to do for your team?
Basically, I'm just trying to do whatever part that I'm asked for, whether it be blocking or catching a pass out of the backfield or even run the ball like it's on first down. I basically just want to, try to keep moving the sticks. That's kind of how our offense is really built around. We're not really – sometimes a big play will be there, but for the most part, we got to be consistent, always trying to just move those sticks. So I'm just trying to get, about 5 to 10 yards. In college, 5-yard gain is a great gain, and I'm just trying to do my part whenever my number gets called.
When you made the decision to go to Bloomsburg University, you probably had, a level of, hey, this is going to be some pretty good football. How tough and how challenging is it playing in the PSAC week in and week out?
It's very challenging, honestly. Our coach always preaches to it. Coach Darragh always says, every week, no matter who you're playing, no matter what the record is, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough win. It's not easy to win at the college level. And, you just got to take that in consideration, especially when the practice week comes. You got to take it very serious. It's a little more serious than high school where you kind of go through the motions, just like kind of slide through practice. Practice, you almost got to treat it like a game. You got to go out. You have 2.5 hours to, play your best and trying to get ready for that tough game that is going to be coming up on that Saturday afternoon.
And at that same point, Joe, being a high school guy and being the big fish in the small pond as you were at Coughlin High School, you did really well. But not many guys are able to kind of keep going in that college part. And I'm sure there's probably some times that you second-guess yourself saying, is this really worth it? Being a student-athlete at the college level, talk about some of the trials and tribulations that you go through.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. It's definitely a big change that you really have to adapt to. And it comes in your freshman year. It really all hits you all at once. With classes, you start to think, okay, well, I don't have 8 hours of class like I would high school where you have, from like 8 in the morning till about 2:15 in the afternoon. In high school, where in college, you might only have 2 classes that day, and then you have practice. But it honestly all adds up because there's a lot of study time you have to put in, a lot of work that you have to put in on your own in order to be successful as a student as well as being an athlete. So, just trying to balance your schedule out is really it's real tough. But, if you can adapt to it at a younger level in the freshman year, it kind of just carries on to the senior year.
How about some of those relationships that you've built over the years at Bloomsburg University? Let's first start with your coaches.
And the coaching staff's great here. They you build a good level of respect towards them. All the time they put in, you get to see. You don't really realize in high school how much film coaches really watch in order to prepare you week in and week out. At the college level, you have specific meetings with specific coaches that try to emphasize, defensive fronts and defensive schemes that are going to be thrown at you, and you have to know the offensive scheme that they're going to be working with that week. So, week in and week out, you build a different type of respect for the coaching staff and all the effort and all the time that they put in to make sure that you succeed. So, I have a great level of respect for all the coaching staff. And, basically how they take the time out of their day to try to help you succeed in life.
And then let's head over to the players and some guys that you've kind of come in maybe as a freshman or you met along the way there at Bloomsburg University that you've developed a closer relationship with.
Yeah, I mean, once you come in, you get, as a freshman, you get to spend a lot of time with your freshman class. A lot of times you'll get redshirted. Like in my case, I was redshirted. I was fortunate enough to be redshirted with a lot of guys that are now seniors right now. So, I mean, I'm roommates with almost all of them. I have 5 different roommates that are all redshirt seniors. And those guys I'm going to be friends with the rest of my life, no matter where life takes all of us. I know I'll be keeping in contact with them along the way. So, I mean, I've definitely built a lot of great friends and a lot of good memories here.
Talk with Joe Parsnik from Bloomsburg University in his senior year for the Huskies. And, Joe, you seem to have a nice following there of Parsniks and related family and friends that come out to really root you on.
Yeah, my family, they always come out, no matter a away game or a home game, no matter how far it is. They're always there in the stands, and I couldn't ask more. They've shown their love and support, and it really means a lot to me.
How about that major years at Bloomsburg University? Talk about the next level for you as far as your career.
Yeah, I'm a communication studies major, so I'm just on the path, like you said, of searching for jobs, whatever it may be. Just attending job fairs and trying to keep my options open. Hopefully, when I land a nice job, that I can say all my hard work here at school is paid off. And
any coaching itches that you have in you at all at the next level? Is that something you may cross down the road?
Yeah, well, definitely like getting into coaching. I mean, being after playing at the college level, you understand the game of football a lot more than just playing high school football. I mean, you get to learn a lot about offensive schemes like I was talking about before, along with defensive schemes. I mean, I know more about defense now in just being an offensive player than I did when I actually played the defensive position in high school. So, I mean, going to that next level, you really understand the game of football and understand the ins and outs that really, into it. And that's even along with special teams as well, how important special teams is. So, just being a college athlete just really opens your mind up to what's to come about the game of football. So I would love to spread that knowledge to younger athletes and just try to, coach them up and be able to get them on the right terms and right paths for their future.
Well, Joe, continued success on the football field there, Bloomsburg, the rest of this year, and we wish you well in your career after Bloomsburg University.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Paul Darragh says Joe Parsnik, one of the hardest workers he's seen there for the Bloomsburg University Huskies on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.